Hello, Imperium. We're back with Mission 2 in the Operation Icestorm box set. If you've seen Operation, we're going to assume that you watched the first one, so that we don't have to go over any of that stuff again. But we're going to be introducing you to a couple new rules. This is the Operation Icestorm box set rule book and campaign booklet. We're playing Mission 2, Secure the Warehouse. We've already set up the terrain, like how they have set up there. We're going to be adding our lieutenants. Now, lieutenant adds another order, so we have 4 orders because we have 4 models, but it also adds a lieutenant order that can only be spent on the lieutenant. Now, if you lose your lieutenant, there's something called retreat, or what's the name of it here? Let me read it here. All right, so troopers are regular or irregular. Now, if you lose your lieutenant for a round, you'll switch your orders to these irregular orders. Now, irregular orders are generated just like a regular order by a model, but can only be spent on the model that generated it. So when you lose your lieutenant, you go into kind of disarray, and you can't fully be able to tactically do stuff on the battlefield. So you're going to have to wait for that. Now, in the subsequent phase, after you've lost your lieutenant, when it comes back to your turn, you can spend your lieutenant order on nominating another one of your players to be the lieutenant. Now that removes the lieutenant order for that turn, but you'll have a new lieutenant that you've chosen, most of the time in secret, and you won't be in disarray anymore. So then orders can be generated as green orders. All right, so we're going to be playing this with the lieutenants. So he's playing with the Orc Troop. I am playing with the Mobile Brigada.
Mobile Brigada.
The Mobile Brigada. That's a little shout out to you, Carlos. The profiles for the lieutenants are in the box here. And we're going to start. Now, we're going to do a willpower roll. Our willpower's a little higher now because we're these guys have 12.
In general, better stats come with higher grades of infantry.
So you got a 12, I got a 13. All right, so you got it with a 10. And so he'll get to set up first and go first.
Okay. And we have the standard size from last time.
Yep, same size. It's always going to pretty much be the same deployment zone.
Okay.
I believe when we play the final mission, you play long ways, I believe.
That'd be neat.
Yeah. And I believe like this is the marker here. They kind of have, it's kind of neat is on the maps, they have like little places where you can go, oh, that's where this ends, or that's where this starts. There's even little sections, so if you're building a terrain piece saying you're going to use this as a floor mat, you can design your city around the city designs. Really cool textures on all the terrain pieces.
I really hope they make just packs of terrains.
They do.
Yeah, they
Okay.
do. They make one that's different than the ones that come in the box sets.
Of course, yeah.
It's really white and pinks and like real bright colors. I've been thinking about getting that, but I want to see first about getting another one of these because they make the one that comes in the Ariana pack and this one, so you can just get that scenery pack, which is nice.
So they make more like buildings, but not more of the base maps.
No, you get everything you see on this map.
Yeah.
You get all that
Yeah.
for a pack, and it's $10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you get 4 buildings, 6 crates, and a playmat.
Okay.
And so they have the Ariadne one, which is like, I forget, it's like base Echo or something. It's some sort of base on.
This is a loading bay.
And this is an actual like a corporation's loading dock.
Echo base?
Yeah.
Something like
You
that.
thought it was
I don't
Echo
know.
base?
It's Echo base. All right.
How many more packs do they have of the things? Just these 2?
That and there's tons of side company. Like,
Okay. Okay.
Like there's a company that just makes these mats.
Okay.
There's another company that just makes hard PVC versions of these terrain
That's
pieces,
something
and
I see myself investing in them. Just because it never
Yeah,
hurts
and
to have more terrain.
Yeah, and they got
'cause,
faction-specific ones. Like this one's supposed to be either Pano or Nomad themed.
Yeah.
They got one that's Eugene themed.
Of course, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Even if we only had like 6 or 8 players, if everybody bought a few things of terrain, then we'd have a ton.
Yeah, and it's not like HeroClix where the texture of the map itself really matters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's just nice to have
detail.
more
an
stuff.
alternate.
You know what I mean? It's just fun. You know, if you're going to invest in a hobby,
Yep.
invest in it properly.
I totally agree.
And I like that it's made for the game, so there's no like arguing about how it's set up or anything. It's all uniform size.
right size?
Yeah, it's like if I don't know, they give you everything you need to play. It's the first miniatures game I've ever seen where they give you everything you need to play a game.
Even
The dice, what you're playing on, the terrain, the figures.
I just like using D20s.
Yeah, personalized dice, tokens, the rule book.
Yeah.
Everything you need to play this game is in one box.
Yep. All right. So.
All right, you get to go first, sir.
All right. Can I? Oh.
So you'll get you generate your 4 orders and your lieutenant order.
4 orders, lieutenant order. Normally, who your lieutenant is a secret, but
Yeah,
during
for this game,
because
we know.
of the situation of the scenario.
And it's also to help new players out,
Yeah.
because we can both discuss what our lieutenant's doing. You know, we know, okay, that's how a lieutenant works. You know.
Oh boy.
Lieutenant Dan.
You need to make that model now.
Lieutenant Dan's my lieutenant.
I think you'd be here in forest.
I can't see anybody. I'm well behind that building. Alright, so that's 1 order down.
Bold move there for him.
Let's run into the fray.
Yeah.
That's what the
Somebody's
French
got-
do.
Yeah.
The French are known for their courage.
All right. So first part of her move gets her
Especially
to
in
the ladder.
battle. Yeah, I won't get any ARS. Can't see anything.
Then 2 up.
I don't know if I can see it really. No.
Then bring him 2 over.
Alright. You can't either, no.
And then the lieutenant.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant. First part there.
Josiah playing orcs.
No arrows still?
Yeah, I don't think.
Hand me the template.
I'm gonna move this box.
Yeah.
So I can just see behind him. Yeah, he'll get an arrow.
Okay.
The guy behind here, but not the mobile brigada.
All right.
Alright, so we know that we're within 16. Because these are, if you're an inch in from that, you're within 16.
Yeah.
So I got a +3. You're not in cover, so just be a regular +3. So I have a ballistic skill of 11 with him.
Mhm.
So it'll be 1 shot at 14. 12, that's it.
I gotta make an armor roll.
You gotta make an
because
armor
I
roll.
wouldn't.
The orc troop has some pretty good armor, as you could imagine. He's got armor 4. So,
Wow.
with a power 13, you can make a 9 or more roll. That's a 16, that'd do it. Alright, so you're still alive, sir, and you've done your lieutenant order.
It's interesting. Lieutenants can only activate once.
Well, no, you can spend
Oh,
all any
okay.
orders you want, but you can only before you had a lieutenant order that you could secretly spend on your lieutenant, but it was generated like a regular order. It wasn't an actual order. Now it's an order that can only be spent on him. So you'll have to choose whether you want to reveal who your lieutenant is during the game.
Okay.
A lot of people don't. You don't want that because it could throw your army in disarray, killing that lieutenant. So you might want to keep it secret. In this particular game,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah. So he could decide to shoot me with his orc now.
Gonna spend another order.
Okay.
Move him up to here
Okay.
and hold.
And hold. All right.
Okay.
Covering that alleyway. I get it. I gets it.
All right.
And
And
you've got one last order, sir.
one last order. Be to move him up to cover.
Okay.
Shoot.
And I still don't have anything with the mole regatta, but I do have it with him. And now that you're in cover, you'll have a +3, -3. I have no cover, so you just have a +3. The ballistic skill of your orc troop is 14, so you have a 17, and I'll have 11 because that's what the regular Alguacil is. All right, so
8, 7, 20.
as much as it sounded like he's guaranteed to just blow me away, I beat him both his shots with that 10. So he's got to make an
20
armor
was
roll.
wide.
Yep.
No.
He does not with a 2, so he takes a wound. But the orc has 2 wounds, so he can take one and still be chilling. Let me get a wound marker here. He's bloodied, but not down.
Bloodied but not down.
All right. So that was your last order.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the movement stick, sir. All right. I think the first thing I'm going to do is get him the hell out of dodge. So he is going to move over to here. So you'll get an ARO because you could see him before he moved. And I'm going to, I'll choose to shoot as well. I'm not going to get cover because I was standing there when you saw me. You are going to get cover, so it's going to be the same roll. But I'll have 3 at 11, 1 at 17. Alright, so he hits with his 15. I got to make an armor roll.
Is 15 what I needed?
15?
Oh, no,
yeah.
No, you have plus.
You have
sorry.
17.
Yeah, I
You
needed
needed
17. 17 would have been
Yeah.
correct.
So I need to make an armor roll. He's using the same combi rifle, so it's still power 13.
Mhm.
I have armor 1. I need to make a 12 or more. 7, that won't do it. He's wounded. Or he's unconscious. Alright. I had to try and get him out of the way. Alright. I am going to move like this with my lieutenant. Over to here, and then back to where he was.
Okay. So that's a...
Or he'll move. He'll move back over to here. He's got that much.
Okay.
So you're gonna shoot?
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot as well. I have ballistic skill 13, so with a +3, -3, I'll still have 13. You have +3, -3. You have 12.
Yep.
All right. So his 6 beats mine. So I've got to make an armor roll. I have armor 4 as well, so I need a 9. Man, I'm failing my armor rolls. All right, so he's wounded as well. That is 2 orders down. He's going to do that again. Alright. But I think this time... No, you'll still be in cover. Yeah, so he's just going to go to the edge and come back.
Alright.
It's the same thing. I'm going to use my lieutenant order for that. So I need 13, you need 12s.
17.
Alright, so I got you with 3 hits, sir.
That you did.
3 hits. You have armor 1 on 13. You need 12 more.
That's all it took.
That's all it took.
Ping, ping, oh.
So, he is unconscious. So that opens up that board a little bit. So if I come to there, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to move to here. Now, he...
No cover. He has no cover from him.
Yeah.
We can clearly
can
see.
she can see her as well?
Doesn't.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I think it's just him because he's a little closer to
and
this
if he
model.
could, then his profile would be a little in the way
Yeah,
too.
so that actually blocks line of sight.
Yeah.
So he'll get an ARO.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot at him. He's going to shoot back at me. He's going to have a +3, -3, so he'll be at his regular ballistic skill of 14.
Mm-hmm.
I will be at a +3, and which is 11, 14. So you need 13. I need 14s. All right. So he has a 9. I have a 6, a 4, and a 15. So he shot me, the bastard. So I need 12. 18 pings right off.
Yeah. Who
All right.
ever guessed that orc shooting, man?
I'm gonna shoot again.
All right.
I'm gonna hold and then shoot.
I'm gonna shoot you.
All right.
I'm gonna dodge. Sorry.
You're gonna dodge?
I'm gonna dodge.
All right. Well, your physic is 14, so you have a little bit higher of a roll there. So it'll be you're trying to get a 14 versus me trying to get 14s because I'm plus 3 against that wall. Wow. All right. So we tied, and we're trying to get the same result, but the attacking player gets it if it's a tie and you have the exact same
necessary
number that
result.
you're getting. These two are over, so you'll have to take an armor roll, sir. You need a 9 or more. That's 14 pings right off. You're fine. And that was my last order, so it's up to you, sir.
Okay, I am down 1. As I have an unconscious Fusilier.
Yeah.
Alright,
Movement.
thank you. Get another view of the battlefield here. Okay.
I'm hiding. I'm hiding big time.
Hiding.
I'm
Alright,
hiding big time.
so just going to move 4 laterally,
Hmm?
and then fill out the rest of the space going into that little corner there.
All right. Just gonna set up a fire in position. He's like, nobody's coming down this alley.
That's order 1, order 2.
All right. Order 2.
Other Fusilier.
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 I need more money for my Fusiliers to have wine.
Alright, so up to the ladder. Up the ladder.
All right. He's gonna shoot at her. I'm sure he's probably got line of sight. Yeah.
Just to be sure.
You know what? We have something straight. Give me this. So, let's see here. If I can point from anywhere on that template at my guy without it being blocked, I got line of sight.
Okay. As long as it's not the orange part.
Along the orange part.
That's
yeah.
where you hold it.
That's where you hold it. Yeah. That's where you pinch it and bring it down. All right. So he will have a shot.
And that's the second part
Of the order, so it's unopposed.
Yep.
You're without cover. You don't get cover from something that doesn't have a wall.
Yep.
So it's going to be just a +3, which is 14. You need to try and hit it. That's a 6, sir. You need to make an armor roll. 12 or more. That's a 1. She's unconscious.
Why
That's
did
what
I
the
climb
friend-
up that crate? I wanted the high ground.
You did. You
I
wanted
wanted
to
the high ground, Anakin. I got the high ground, Anakin. It's a huge deal in this game.
It is.
All
It
right.
is quite a big deal.
All
All right. That hurt a little bit.
Spending this order on the lieutenant.
Okay. Alright, so... Alright, and he's the only one that's got an ARO. ARO at any point during the first half of the movement. So, even though he has cover now, he wasn't in cover when I initially saw him, so I still have a +3 without a negative from the partial cover. You still have me in partial cover, so it would be a +3 -3. So you need a 14. I need a 14.
Alright. Hope we don't tie. Oh.
Well, I definitely not tying.
Yeah.
So you hit me twice. I need to make 2 armor rolls, 12 or more, because I have armor 1 from my Aguasile back there. That is not how you do that. He is completely removed from the game.
Dead.
Man.
Suck at this game.
Okay,
And you have one more lieutenant order.
yeah, just the lieutenant order left. Can't really see nothing.
Tried to make it that way on purpose. All right, so a small little technical difficulty, but we're back at it. You have your lieutenant's order.
Still got my lieutenant order to spend. Still
Yes.
not quite sure what I'm going to spend it on.
All
I
right.
think I'm going to be ballsy and go down that ladder.
I think you are. All right. Going down the ladder, you won't be seen by anybody.
Sure.
Yeah. You have to get out to up next to this. Well, no, not even that, because this building and this building are creating a shadow type scenario.
Okay.
See, this building and this building crossing over.
Yeah. All right.
So you'd have to get in between here before.
All right,
Stuff
that
happens.
is, 2 inches of the first part
Yeah,
of the
it's
move.
2 inches. Yeah.
There. That's first part.
Here. All right, so you stuck his lieutenant up back over here, kind of hid him away a little bit. So it's over to me now. I have 1 troop dead, 1 troop unconscious, and I have my lieutenant still, so I'll generate 3 orders and a lieutenant order. All right. No, I'll generate, I'm sorry, 2 orders and a lieutenant order. So, what I'm going to do is I am Josiah. Alright, I think I know what I'm going to do. So the mobile regatta is, he's going to come over to here, and then she'll get an AR.
She's unconscious.
She's unconscious?
Unconscious, unconscious,
All right.
and
So that was 3, so I'll get 1 more inch on the movement. Since she's unconscious, I'm
Yeah.
going to definitely move my other inch. And then, so for my other 4, I'm going to go over here.
I can see what's coming.
So that was order number 1. Now for my lieutenant's order, I go up 2, in 2. So that's my first half of my move.
I got an arrow on
You
you.
get an AR on me? Yeah, you do. And I don't have line of fire because I'm faced. It's a 180-degree firing arc, so I don't have firing arc on him. So he'll get an unopposed roll.